Good morning, my friends. How you guys doing? Today we have a lot of errands to run. Well, we have a lot of things we're doing. I need to finish packing and shipping your guys' orders for all the merch you guys bought, which your boy always appreciates it. We're also going to be shipping out the EG33 today, so we're going to go to, I think, either Home Depot or Lowe's. We're going to grab some big black tubs, and we're going to put we're gonna grab two of them. We're gonna put a case half and a head in each one, fill it with a ton of packing material, tape it shut, and ship it out that way via FedEx. Just because I found out like that's going to be the cheapest way to be able to send this thing out. So if we send out the EG33 today, that means we should get it back. Let me open a calendar actually. Hold up. So if we send out the EG33 today, I'm guessing we'll get the engine back early to mid-October, which means we can start doing all the fabrication and all of the other engine goodies that go with it. And in between the time when we send out the short block today and when we get it back, we're gonna be doing the BRZ turbo build, because I get the last of the BRZ turbo components to build that on Wednesday, so that way we can go get the BRZ tuned, we can play with it a little bit, we can review the turbo kit, we can play with the turbo kit, and we can go drive the car a little bit also. So we have a lot of stuff going on. It's very busy. I apologize if it's taking me a little bit longer to get back to messages, comments, all that kind of stuff, but I am still making an effort to do so. But before we do anything, let me get these new orders packed and shipped for you guys, and then we can take that giant pile of merchandise out, drop it off at USPS, so that way you guys can get all of your goodies. Because who doesn't like goodies? All right, orders ready to go. We're gonna go swing to USPS to go drop all of these off. Like I said, huge shout out to everyone that did order everything and to help out. We are out of the large and extra large for the Drive t-shirts. We do have small, medium left. We're running low on jet tags if you guys want to snag any of those. Air fresheners we're pretty stocked up on, and toe straps we are starting to run low on those as well. But let's go get this stuff shipped out. Let's go buy a crate or two to be able to fit the EG33 in, and then we can go swing over to FedEx and actually get this engine shipped out. Well, we're gonna have to come back to the house first, pack it up all real nice and whatnot, then send it out to FedEx. But let's get this engine sent out today. So let's go drop off these orders, go buy some crates. So there's like this super like orange, eerie feeling up here in Washington right now. The fires up here are no comparison to those in Oregon and California. So for you guys that are on the fellow West Coast with me and near some fires, stay safe out there, you guys, because it is it's consistently very smoky up here, and I can only imagine what it's like down there. One more thing to show you guys before we go and drop off some packages. The rest of the turbo kit is pretty much in for the BRZ. So like I was saying, as the EG33 is getting built, we are going to be installing all of this on the BRZ, getting it tuned and getting it ready to go. So I've got intercooler piping, header downpipe. For some reason, MA Performance doesn't want to send me the gasket for the downpipe to turbo, so that's one thing I still have to order. But the oil pan and the modified core support do show up on Wednesday, so that way we can get all of this thrown on the car, installed, go get the BRZ tuned, and make some good power for it, because I definitely need to clear up some space in the garage. I've got parts absolutely scattered everywhere right now. This whole back shelf should be pretty clear for this stuff getting sent out today. Oh, actually, while I remember, so these are our cams for the EG33, and I want to share this information with you guys real quick before we go run errands. So some of you guys were asking me, what are we doing for the cams on the EG33? There is a company called Delta Cams that'll regrind cams. I thought I was going to have to ship out these cams to go get reground for the EG33 to make the power we need. Not necessarily true. Apparently, Delta Cams is only 15 minutes away from me, so in the next couple days, it's Saturday today, so when they open back up, we'll go up there. We'll actually go to Delta Cams, go drop off our cams for the EG33. It's $200 per cam to have them reground. So I think we're looking at around $800 plus tax, maybe $1,000 to have the cams done. But after we get the cams done, I will probably send those down to Out Front Motors also. So that way when they're reassembling the long block, they can just throw the cams in for us, make sure all clearances are good, get everything buttoned up, and then sent back up here so we can start mocking it up in the STI. But just some updates I wanted to share with you guys. So let's go drop off these packages. Let's go buy some crates or some totes, and let's get this engine sent out today, because that's the goal, is to get this EG33 sent out to California, and it hopefully makes it there. Because like I said, there's a lot of fires, so stay safe. Just swapped over to the smaller G7X. It likes to hunt for focus sometimes, so I don't always like using this camera. But since we're going out to run errands, I don't like walking around with my giant USR. But let's go drop these off. Let's go buy some totes. Let's get back here. Let's pack up some engines. Let's send them out. Yo, it is like, I just wanted to show you guys this. This is Washington right now. It is just incredibly smoky, incredibly, would you call this like a yellowy orange hue?
Yeah.
It's just, it's nuts. Visibility is trash. Like, here's with the window actually down. Like, it is funky up here. It's never been like this, and I've lived up here for years, and I've never seen it this bad. Sure, like Melanie was saying, it looks like it's like super warm out, but it's actually surprisingly cold. It's like, well, I guess cold since we're used to summer right now. It's like 58, 59 degrees, but normally it's supposed to be like 80, 85 right now. It's just, I'm guessing the sun's just not able to get through the smoke or anything like that. Let's go buy crate. Because I think these would work. I mean, they feel pretty sturdy. We could run zip ties through them. We could put a case half in each one, but then I gotta figure out how to ship the heads. I did take measurements, and it's 10 by 20 by 20. Let's get 2 of those.
Okay.
We'll get 2 of those, and if they don't work, we can just use them as storage.
Okay, that works for me.
All right, let's get them. A couple updates that I have that we kind of figured out. So I swang by FedEx, or Melanie and I swang by FedEx to see if they could even ship out some large crates, because we got those 2 black and yellow crates that we found at Lowe's, and then we just swang by Harbor Freight and grab some like packing blankets and whatnot to make sure everything's like nice, tight, and like safe in there. But they won't ship out a package if it's over a certain amount of weight and we exceed the weight, and I'm guessing the size also. She just said that she couldn't do it, so we'll probably end up scheduling it. We'll schedule. Why do I keep saying this? We will schedule an LTL shipment and have a FedEx swing by the house, pick up the shipment that way. So I don't know when they're gonna pick it up, so we'll get it kind of figured out, but we have more errands to run and an engine to pack, and we're still doing that today. Just got back to the house. We grabbed 2 of the crates and some other stuff. I'll walk through that with you guys here in a second, but I have some exciting news for the BRZ. One of the last pieces I was waiting on, the oil pan, has shown up. So the last thing that I need for the turbo kit from MA Performance is the modified core support, which has shipped out. I get that Wednesday, so that way we can get the BRZ turbo stuff going. And then I also rescheduled the tune for the BRZ. So September 26th, 11 a.m., BRZ gets tuned. That's 2 weeks from today, so we have a little bit of time. So we're about to jump into a lot of the BRZ turbo stuff here in the next couple days. So for those of you who have been waiting for that, it's about to happen. But let me show you guys kind of the game plan here for shipping this engine and how I'm gonna get going on this, because it's a little bit odd. I need to schedule an LTL pickup, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's one of those giant long FedEx trucks. The actual shipping trucks would come, they'd pick stuff up. So what I'm thinking is a case half and a head in one of these, a case half and a head in the other one. I've got a ton of these moving blankets that I just grabbed from Harbor Freight, because I feel like that'll be the best way to like pack and ship things. And then all the excess room, we'll use some of the old cardboard and like paper that I have laying around the garage to really pack things in here. The crankshaft is going to have to go in here as well as some of the other accessories that they're going to need to be able to build the block. So let me get the bottoms of these both lined with a blanket. We'll start getting stuff put in here, and we will we'll get these ready to be shipped, and then I'll schedule the LTL pickup, and we can say bon voyage to the EG33 for a couple of weeks. Got the shipping labels. We got everything packed up nice and tightly. It was not cheap to ship those. Let me tell you that right now. It was about $192 per crate to be able to send it down to Out Front. So not the cheapest shipping, but it is the only thing that I could really do for shipping. I know people were saying Greyhound is cheaper, but I want to get these out. I want to get them going. So we're gonna go down to the local FedEx like giant shipping facility to go drop them off there, because they're the only people that will take them. So we're gonna swap back over to the smaller camera again and get these things shipped and get them out of our hair, so that way we can get an EG33 in this STI sooner than later. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote, you guys. The engine, the EG33, is now on its way to California. Dropped it off at FedEx. It was stupid expensive to ship. I think it was about $394 to ship it in those 2 crates. When they ship it back up, I'm assuming it's just gonna be shipped on a pallet. Like I said, I'm going to call Out Front on Monday. I'm going to pay for half of the motor build up front, and then I'm gonna pay for the other half when it's done and when they ship it back up. But super excited to get the EG33 out. I'm assuming on the long end, maybe 2 months for build. They did tell me 3 to 4 weeks, but I'm assuming with the custom pistons having to be built and everything else, it's just gonna take a little bit longer than we're expecting it to. So, you know, it is what it is. Once we get the engine back, we will get it mocked up in the we'll get it mocked up in the STI. We'll take the car over to the fabricators. We'll have the engine mounts built. We'll have the intercooler piping made. In the meantime, while we're waiting on the engine, I am gonna have to order the turbo, the intercooler, and get the intake manifold over to the fabricators, so that way we can fabricate the headers, the up pipe, the down pipe, the motor mounts, and the intercooler piping, and that should be all we need for fabrication, and then we should be pretty much good to go for the STI. So tomorrow I'm gonna push the STI out of the garage. We're gonna get it set like over in the corner right now. I'll put a car cover over it or something, and we're gonna start on the BRZ build because I wanna get the BRZ turbocharged. I wanna get it tuned. Our tune is in 2 weeks from today, and I don't wanna have to rush installing any of these parts, especially turbocharging a naturally aspirated car. I want to make sure everything gets done right, and I want to make sure it all gets done right the first time, so that way we don't have to go back in there and start redoing stuff, and it's just not something I want to have to do. So tomorrow I'm gonna start turbocharging the BRZ. You guys are gonna come along with me. We're gonna do it together as a party. Ooh, who doesn't like that? Ooh, I haven't done an ooh in a while, so ooh, I missed it. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. Just a casual day of running errands on this smoky-filled day up here in Washington, getting the engine shipped out, getting some other stuff done. Once again, I do appreciate everyone who's placed an order on the website. Link will be down below in the description for anyone who still does want to snag anything before everything does sell out, because quantity is starting to get down there a little bit. But with that, I appreciate you guys watching, kicking it, and hanging out today, as you guys know. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button and turn it blue like the underside of the hood on the Subaru. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one I'm gonna put it in quite yet, but with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.